Are we online? Are we online? Am I audible? Is this working? I need to check my audio settings. Is this working? Yeah, we've got some kind of audio. Good. Hang on, I need to see if it saved my settings since everything crashed. Seems to have. Let me just set up the camera again. Please do not crash this time. Please do not crash. There we go. Whew. Alright. Are we online? I do not have anything on my monitor computer. Give me a moment. I think we're online. Alright, we're online. Alright, good. I think it reset the view account, or everyone just got tired, or it's like a new stream. I hope it's not like made a new stream for this. Anyway, let's get this thing back together. Or maybe I should give people some time to. Nah, I'm not going to give anybody any time to do anything. This is my stream, I am king. Right, so this metal frame goes on like so. That old shutter can just go away. And this flat flex goes there. And this metal piece with a miraculous screw. New stream. Oh great. Thank you for letting me know, that's awful. Usually YouTube just doesn't give you a new stream, so to speak, just because you end your stream for a minute, because they've been smart enough to know that, well, consumer grade streaming equipment isn't exactly reliable. But apparently not in this case. Oh well. So I've completely lost my train of thought. That's not a good thing. I do not even remember where these flat flexes go either. I think they just go kind of there-ish, but we need to mount the battery holder, which battery holder basically just seems to attach with two screws onto the metal frame, and then it's just supported by the clamshell. Yeah. That's not very confident installing. At least all the screws for this part are identical, which is very nice, because this is actually the screwiest part of the whole camera, I'd say. Granted, it is like the main metal frame, so I suppose you can't blame it. When I refreshed the video after you went offline, it showed up as an unlisted recorded video with comments disabled. Well, that's lovely. It should go unlisted if it's ended the stream. That's the default. But yeah, we didn't want. Whoa. We didn't want a new stream now, did we? That's. Stuff like this is really what sets YouTube apart from proper broadcasting. If it were a proper broadcasting system, you would actually have a choice in the matter. You'd have to click new stream. Oh well. Oh well, someone asked what I was drinking. This is just water. I would not decide to drink anything but water while doing this, save for perhaps coffee. No, not even coffee, since that would give me the shakes. And this, oh god, I need to attach that before I move further. Yeah, this is the part where it can get a bit confusing because there are many layers of screws and screw holes are very close to each other, so you could by mistake install a screw which is supposed to go like have the sensor mounts in between, and then you'd have to go back a long ways to actually undo that in order to mount whatever's supposed to be attached by it. So that's there. Let's get the tripod mount on there. I think I messed up the order of some things here because I've only got 2 screws for this, while it clearly attaches by 4. But I think, are these the ones? No, yeah. I've put the screws in the wrong order. Man, I want to bring this camera down further, but my arm doesn't allow me to. Yeah, a bit better. So we've got a couple of tapered metal threaded screws go there. There we go. And then a couple of plastic threaded screws attach onto the lens mount. Oh, they're just as hard to get in as they are to get out. My hand is going to be wrecked after this. It is BugTube. Google itself is a piece of crap. They don't know how to functionally code and plan. I would wager most of Google's products at this stage are just programmed by neural networks, more or less, because they seem to just be developing so naturally, so to speak. Is this plastic flex on the right? Yeah, I think it's on the right. So what's next? Probably the rest of the screws for this frame, which go in many places. Oh man, this is so annoying because even though I've got the screws arranged quite perfectly, it's not entirely obvious which are supposed to go here and which are supposed to go supposed to hold the sensor in place. Let's see. That one. Whoa! I almost threw the sensor away there. This one seems to be supposed to go here. In my honest opinion, Twitter/Scanlime has a somewhat proper streaming setup, multiple machines and stages. Capture machine outage wouldn't disrupt transmission to YouTube ingest server. That seems like a really convoluted way to get around the issue. So, which screws are still to be attached? There are 2 screws left for this metal frame, and they are supposed to go somewhere. I'll need to poke the sensor in there to see which is it's not. Curious. Very curious. Someone says don't forget the shims. I won't, but those are used to attach the sensor. They're not attaching the frame. There is one place where it seems as if maybe one could go, but it seems as if that would be underneath the sensor plate, which does not seem to be possible to get in. No, that has to be installed with the sensor. I think. Yep. Could it be that some of the shim things are supposed to just mount on their own? Those are easier to attach after the sensor's in place though. Is there anything along the sides? No. I think we can just pretty much poke the shutter in there and see where that leads. 2 screws, meh. These cameras are like $100 on eBay. Who gives a toss rail? As long as it works somewhat, I'm happy. This sensor has to go in very straight, but it is rather flamboyant. It's like something out of a tentacle porno, so to speak. This is the main tentacle monster. It's about to stick its tentacles into all the little anime girls surrounding it. Come on. What is our issue? There we go. Sensor in place. What's going on? Oh, there's the shims. Fuck, the shims go under the sensor. I'm an idiot. I am dumb. We need to get the sensor back out. way to come. Shims. I wonder if these shims are actually selected manually for each camera. If it's some kind of correction for a wonkily manufactured sensor or something. And to be perfectly clear, I didn't forget the shims, I just forgotten which order they're supposed to go in. So don't get cocky on me, YouTube commenters. In you go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Shim number 1. Right, more shims. So this one goes there. I wish I had a better camera to show you guys this. He said repairing a bad camera. There we go. Ah, fuck's sake. I just threw my tweezers down onto the floor again, and now they are entirely fucked again. I should probably invest in some new ones. These are so old and so cheap, it's not even funny. Oh, fuck's sake. These have now gone from fucked to entirely fucked. There we go. Shim number 2 in place, just one final shim to go, and then we can put the sensor back in. Ah, come on. A bad camera is better than no camera, says Alan Slater. I am inclined to agree, else I would not be here. Okay, I think the shims are now correctly installed. Wow, that's out of focus. Could you focus? Thank you. Sensor. Flat flex go to your right. Please stay on the right side of the metal cage, else you will be pinched and break, and you do not desire that. Dear flat flex, stop. Fuck. This is going better than the last time. Just need to, there we go. It's in, but it's not sitting straight at all. That just looks entirely fucked. What is wrong? I put the shims in wrong. No. I don't think the shims would be enough to make it wobble that much, but then again, no, they're basically just free-made for this whole thing. One there, and one there, so yeah, it's sitting on a kind of tripod-like thing. So it's probably not all that important. I have now confused a lot of screws with each other, so I'll just kind of put them in where they seem to fit and it'll all be good. I did notice that a lot of these tiny metal threaded screws which hold the sensor in place do not need to be removed because they're just holding the sensor assembly together. Since you basically just need to, like this screw I'm putting in right now, does not need to be removed. It's just holding the sensor assembly together. Same for this one. And this one. The ones in the corners, basically. Someone says, although focus, thank you, is much nicer than what Ava would have phrased it, lol. Possibly. Are you building one functioning camera out of two broken ones? No, I'm building one functioning camera out of one broken one and one $20 eBay shutter mechanism. Which probably came from a broken one. Given that it's eBay. I still have no idea where the two extra screws for the metal frame are supposed to go. I hope they're not important. Where did you get the shutter? eBay? I just googled Canon EOS 1000D shutter and took the cheapest one. So that would be the sensor installed. Where the hell are those extra screws supposed to go? This is embarrassing. I was hoping that installing the sensor would bring some clarity of mind, but that is not the case. That is not the case at all. Oh well. Oh well. What is that clicking sound? Is it microphone boost going funky? No, it's my PC being a piece of trash. I'm using an internal sound card, a Sonar DX, for capturing the microphone, and it just doesn't seem to be performing very well. I think the power supply of this PC might be a piece of trash anyway. It's literally a trash pick I didn't even repair, I just put it in the PC. So I've got no idea. This PC is a piece of trash. Those extra screws are bothering me. They are bothering me considerably. Were there any screws on this side? No? Man. Man oh man. Let's connect the shutter motor before I forget. In you go. Click. Good. The leftover screws are plastic threaded. I can't for the life of me find any unoccupied plastic threads around here. Oh well. This thing kind of looks like a vintage camera when you've got it stripped down like this. It's all boxy and stuff. It's got aesthetic. Right, so I think the next step, if we choose to ignore our extra screws, would be the mainboard. The anime girl in the monster porno. Do we have all the flat flexes on this side installed, so we don't have to rip it apart again? Seems so. Enough of them anyway. Oh god, how is that supposed to work? How on earth? Okay, we need to undo this thing again. Man, this is such a precise fitment. So much systems engineering in this. I mean, this is the cheapest DSLR on the market at the time of its manufacture, so you really would expect it to be ultra optimized in every way. I think I paid like 400 euros for this, including the kit lens, which was just unheard of back in the day. Nowadays, of course, oh shit, sensor. Nowadays, of course, anyone can get a DSLR for 400. Well, all of the manufacturers have a cheapie, but this was like groundbreakingly cheap. The everyman's DSLR. Every teenage girl had one of these on all the drunk parties. Alright, that feels good. Let's install the million screws. Oh. Right. Time to install the tentacles. Ah, Oni-san. It's so big, Ugu. In you go. In you go. Oh, this is so finicky. One wrong move and you'll rip everything apart. Ah, everything's out of focus again, isn't it? Great. Can I angle this a bit to get rid of the glare? No. We'll lower the light level slightly. Ah, mustn't forget the sensor. Oh god, the chat's turned Japanese. Bulayungnen is asking, how far is the replacement? Just assembly left? Yes, we are putting it back together. This is the old shutter. It is wrecked and destroyed. It's missing pieces and everything's bent and broken. But the new Chinesium one is in. Ah, look at that. We've got a flat flex, but there's a metal pin going there. So we're just routed the flat flex around the metal pin. That is amazing. They didn't route it around it, they routed it around it. In you go. In you go. Now this guy goes in here. Ooh. This is one of the flat flexes from the, rather it is the flat flex from the new shutter mechanism, and it's not fitting very well. Oh god. It is not going in there as well as it probably should. Just hoping that's good enough. Fucking hell. It's a lot thicker than the original. Come on, in you go. Oh, we started to get somewhere. This is starting to look pretty decent. Not a lot of loose tentacles hanging around. The tentacle monster is pleased. We're missing anything around the front. We've just got the flash connectors there. That's looking pretty good. am a bit concerned that the shutter is stuck open for the time being. I'm not sure if that's correct. I hope it is correct. Now that it's not just entirely fucked. Because if it is fucked, I'm just going to put this on the shelf for another year. I think we might be ready to move on to the next step, which I do believe is the top part. Shush, this thing is dirty and disgusting. It's been around. Do you have any special Japanese industrial standard screwdrivers? No. I use Phillips heads and JIS screws. I'm a horrible person. Oh God, what's this? This, for all the world, looks like an optical fiber. And this down here, the white thing, is an optical fiber connector. So that's fascinating. Why are they... What do they need an optical fiber for? On this part? I've got no idea. Fiber optic camera. Alright, let's just get this back together. He said for the 1000th time. That goes on. Right, so we do want to connect our fiber optic connector. This could become a pain. Come on. The fiber optic connector is not sticking on there very well at all. It doesn't really have a locking mechanism. Ugh. How awful. Yeah, that'll have to do. So we've got the flash. Which is of course entirely tangled up. Yellow plug in yellow hole, red plug in red hole, I hope. People are saying that the fiber optic thing could be a light sensor. Where would this have a light sensor though? I don't think it has any lights, like there's very little around the top. I really have no idea what it could be. And well, that seems to be on there pretty good. One more tentacle. click, and we're locked. So I'm thinking at this stage we can pretty much just connect this up, and I think we should be able to power it up before reinstalling the last set of 500 screws. We'll just fetch the battery and we'll see if we can get some life out of it. That's my lovely original Canon battery from 2009. It has definitely not been tampered with. I will have to actually kind of install this to actuate the SD card switch, because that's required for... forgot a flat flex. Good thing I noticed. In you go. In you go, please. It has to be. Just kind of dodgy. Yuck. That one doesn't feel good. Right, backside. So many little pieces that need to align. And I do need to install the flat flex, else we're not going to have any luck. Oh god. This is not the easiest thing. Flat flex going to a back panel is very, very stiff. It does not wish to change its shape. Come on. I think it's in. It's in enough. Oh, this actually hinges onto the top part, so if I lift that up slightly, it's going to go on easier. Come on. Alright, I think this has a chance of at least booting, so that we can just see whether or not the shutter actually works at all. Here's to hoping. Fire in the hole. Shutter moved. Mirrors down. Power on. Okay, it's forgotten the date. That's fine. We haven't ruined the buttons. I think this might work. No card. Oh yes, that is working. That is operating. Will it actually work with a lens? I'll just put in auto. No, it died for some reason. What did I do wrong? Probably some switch being dicky. Oh yeah, we don't want to have it in auto because then I'm just going to have it fire the flash in my face. Come on. Yes! It works! Well, what's the... bullet focus? It doesn't sound very happy. Oh, that's because the lens is in manual focus mode, autofocus mode. It is focusing. Does it actually look good? If we zoom in on that, I'm worried that we might have upset the alignment of the sensor, but that's looking decent. I can't really show you. Let's see, can we get something to focus on? Oh god. There we go. Focus. That's looking decent. Looking just fine. And it takes a picture. It's got no card, so it won't record it. But oh, I can't look at the image in RAM. Well, good. It works. Whew, what a relief. Chat is telling me there's no card in it. I know. I didn't put a card in it. Right, so let's just reinstall the last 200 screws and put this thing back into service for another 150,000 shots. I need to... come on. Battery's stuck in there. Where'd you come? Okay. We have no lens release button. I think it's this lever. Yep. There we go. The no card comment wasn't aimed at you. Okay. Good. I apologize for my outburst. Alright. Let's see. Million screws left. I still have not figured out where those two bloody screws for the frame are supposed to go. But since it seems to be working, I guess it doesn't quite matter. Man, that is annoying. That is incredibly annoying. That is incredibly annoying. I have to... I kind of just want to put this back together right now. But I also want to find out where those bloody screws are supposed to go. But I think it will have to remain a mystery. Robert, thing, you go back where you belong. Please go back where you belong. Oh joy, I need to get this off. Because the rubber cover for the AC cord is out of whack. Come on. In you go. Back you go. Stay where you belong. That gives me a chance to look for the missing screws. No, there's no way we're gonna find them. I'll just have to call this thing unique. My unique little special snowflake. Beyond those, I have just the external screws left, so we can give that a thorough blowjob and reinstall it. Oh, that should have gone on before the backside actually. Now we've got... This was the first thing which popped out, but I think we kind of will gain by having it installed-ish. Right now, it's got a rubber thing. Ah, fuck it. That's annoying. Let's just get the clamshell together. You go under there, I think. Come on. What's fighting? Come on. Snap. That was a good snap, not a bad snap. There we go. That looks pretty well aligned. Feels good in the hand. Now we just need to get this thing back. In fact, let's make a little mark in here, just so we don't remember. Sur 2017. Well, the next time I go around to swapping shots in this, I'll know. Because even though these DSLRs get old and their performance drops way below market equivalent models, they kind of never go completely outdated, because the basic idea of a DSLR is a programmable camera, and you can. I like this thing because you can just wire it up to a PC. I often use astrophotography tool, and you can just program it to do whatever. And it's just very handy. I've even used this as a remote surveillance camera once. Just wired it up to a PC and streamed over the network. Worked a charm. This is where sorting the screws out in the manner I do is very, very useful, because they're just all in the correct place physically as they go on the camera. So there's literally no room for error. My error correction is in the screw placement. Squeeze it together tightly. We don't want any needlessly large panel gaps. Don't want to have it look like an American car now, do we? And where did I start? I ended with the front ones. Let's see how this works. It goes like so. Logie19 says, if you aren't missing screws, you're doing it wrong. Fair point. Let's not drop screws into the shutter mechanism, that would be bad. You can torque these down by all the fours you can pull on the screwdriver, and it's not bad. It's still not going to be as tight as they were from factory. Especially not these. These top ones were ridiculously tight. Probably because they're full of crap. These ones are pretty important, I think, because they're so close to the straps. If you don't have those there, you're probably gonna have the strap come off. Are you shitting or what? That noise though. I am literally making that noise because these screws are so bloody tight. I am putting down all the force I possibly can with my fingers, and just look at the colour of my thumb, it's turning red. I've probably got severe internal laceration somewhere by now. Let's push this down. You do want a DSLR to be very, very tight, because these are supposed to feel like a brick. And this weird thing. Oh god, I've got no idea. This can go into several directions, I've got no idea which is right. It's got a little dial on it. We'll just chance it. That way. Ooh. Yeah, that seems to be right. Tighten that down. Yeah, tighten it insanely hard like all the other screws. Just a couple left on the bottom. Where the hell is this one supposed to go? Probably there. It's going there now anyway. Brass inserts must be tough material to sustain oomph type torque. I know, so these are pretty much all plastic threaded, but they're very long, so there's a lot to bite into. Also, you of course don't get a lot of torque out of a screwdriver like this. I mean, it's got a diameter of less than a centimetre. If this were just marginally thicker, I wouldn't dare torque it down this hard. Ugh. Second to last screw. Final screw. Ugh. There we go. Battery door. Eyepiece. Lens. Oh shit, I spit in it. That's awful. Need to wipe that off. That wasn't very clever. Granted, this mirror is dirty as hell anyway. I'll just get some window cleaner in there. Like new. It's just a mirror anyway. Doesn't really matter. Right, lens. And I will find a card . This is a 4 gig card which belongs to this camera, but I'm not sure where it is, so we'll have to make do with 1 gig from like 2004. Card. Battery. Right way around. Moment of truth. Ta-da! It's alive. It is alive. Oh yeah. Focus. Does it not beep? It usually beeps. Why are you not beeping? I'm pretty sure you can focus that. Why are you not? Oh right, wrong exposure. Let's just do P, no flash. You should beep at me. Oh, it takes pictures. Perhaps I've forgotten to connect the speaker. That would be annoying. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten to connect the speaker. I'm not even sure where the speaker connects. Let's check the flash. Flash works. You can barely see it. This is running like new, so I just took a pic of a chat for you. Looking pretty good. Let's just do one without flash and give it a shot at actually capturing a decent image. Drop the ISO a bit. ISO 800 is way too much for this whole thing. 400 is like barely doable. This has no image stabilization, so can't do more than like 1/80th of a second shutter. Focusing, taking a picture. Let's see what we got. So that's the whole image right there. And oh god, what am I doing? That's the whole image, and we'll zoom right in. That is decently sharp. Is it sharp all around? We can't see. Oh, there's the mouse cursor. Sharp enough. Sharp enough for me. I'm pretty sure I haven't ruined it. Excellent. Do a continuous test, someone says. Okay, well, sure. We're gonna just overload the card in like 2 seconds. It works. But I have forgotten to connect up. Oh no, hang on. Beep. Off. On. Ah! It beeps! It beeps. Yes. Perfect. Right. That's it. Camera is fixed. Just took like 3 hours and a $20 new shutter. So I will have to thank you for watching and enjoy yourselves. Bye.